Hello ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shaq here, and welcome to the top 10 Star Wars games of all time. This list was not easy to put together. After all was said and done, I had 25 games laid out before me that I really enjoyed that needed to be nailed down on which ones were the best. So here we go. Okay, now, hold off on those angry comments about how you can't even play this game anymore. You surely can over on the Star Wars Galaxies emulator. This MMO, in its original form before SOE fucked it up with a series of unwanted wowify updates, was an epic MMO that let you build and design just about any character you could think of. It had a massive world to explore, a deep, rich economy and housing system, and would later spawn one of the best space-based dogfighting expansions in the history of MMOs and in gaming. If you want to check out the emulator so you can play this title for free today, head on down to the link in the description. One of the best cooperative games that's not co-op. Yep, this is an oddball. Originally released back in March of 2005 for PC and the original Xbox, Republic Commando puts you in the boots of a highly trained Special Operations clone commando of the Republic Army. You're the leader of the 4-man Delta Team. Think Halo with a really simplified version of the Rainbow Six game order system, where you can give your troops orders. You can tell them to take point, cover fire from different positions, set explosives, but only in predetermined spaces. When playing it, even back in the day, it always felt like it just begs for cooperative mode with 3 friends. Maybe we'll get it in a sequel. Now, I know this isn't a single game, but the series as a whole really set up what the modern space sim feels and flies like. When TIE Fighter came out, it allowed you to play as the bad guy, which was kick-ass. On top of all that, much of the game had voice acting, which was pretty much unheard of at the time. The cinematics, the sound effects, all of it was just so damn good. If any game needs a sequel on this list, it's this one. Not a lot of good came out of Phantom Menace. Some of the highlights for me was epic lightsaber combat, Darth Maul, and the pod race scene. Yeah, the reason for the pod race scene was completely bullshit, the whole fate of the galaxy resting on his little kid shoulders, but it was a spectacle of effects and speed. This sci-fi racing game had a variety of tracks spanning several different planets that were really well designed and took full advantage of the pod racers. They had a full upgrade system, interesting unlocks, you could even slam your competition into a wall or destroy one of their engines. Pretty fun. Story. Play it for one reason, the story. It's fantastic. Lightsaber combat is fun and fast with lots of effects. Like the name suggests, it really piles on the over-the-top force powers, letting you upgrade different ones, hacking up ATSTs, level design was beautiful. It's a good game all around and one of the newer ones in this list. Rogue Squadron for the N64 and PC. What a nostalgia trip. Yeah, the later episodes in this franchise are good, but man, this is it. We played this one endlessly back in the day. Pick a mission, grab a fighter. A-Wing, X-Wing, and even the Naboo fighter could be unlocked, and this was before that crap Episode 1 dropped. In 1998, this was the Star Wars game to be playing, and honestly, it still holds up fairly well if you've got an N64 sitting around. This one takes place 12 years after the Battle of Yavin, following Kyle Katarn, who's left behind the Force after almost turning to the dark side. Now he works for the New Republic, doing missions with his partner and love interest Jan Ors. This title holds up pretty well. Some of the best lightsaber combat can be found here. It's built in the Quake 3 Team Arena engine. Multiplayer is fast-paced and exciting. There's some bots if you want to play a little co-op with a buddy. It's really worth checking out if you haven't played it, and you can find it over on Steam for $10. Empire at War and its later expansion Forces of Corruption is hands down the best real-time strategy gameplay we're gonna get outside of the modding community, in the Star Wars universe. One of the few real-time strategy titles that have you commanding the Empire or the Rebellion from a galactic standpoint, then zooming down onto the planet's surface to command your individual troops. What makes this title my number 3 pick is the modding community. There are some fantastic mods for this title, such as Thrawn's Revenge and Republic at War. If you're looking to command the troops from the Clone Wars series, definitely check out Republic at War. I've been doing a Let's Play with that over on my channel for a while now, and it's a lot of fun. We're all hoping that Star Wars Battlefront, the new title being worked on in the Battlefront series from EA, is going to take our number 1 spot for best Star Wars game ever, but we haven't seen much on it yet. And it has a lot to live up to. No game on this list has really made the classic battles from the movies come to life like Star Wars Battlefront 2 did. This title was crazy ambitious when it was first released, covering the Clone Wars, the original trilogy, space battles, ground battles, the Battle of Hoth, Tatooine, Coruscant. It even had a decent campaign that let you see the birth of the Empire from the eyes of the 501st. That's pretty damn epic. One of the best RPGs of all time. I labeled it most immersive RPG ever made in my TG10 last year, and for good reason. This game had it all: gameplay, graphics, story, fucking A right story. Better than most big budget movies. Taking place 3,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, it opened up a new universe of options to BioWare, and they took full advantage of it in this title. This game has been out since 2003, and I still refuse to give away the big plot twist, so if you haven't played it, grab it on Steam, it's totally worth it. And that, my friends, is the top 10 Star Wars games ever made. I had to drop quite a few titles off this list, like Super Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, the complete trilogy, good old Shadows of the Empire on the N64, Sins of a Galactic Empire, which was one of the best Star Wars mods ever made for Sins of the Solar Empire, Star Wars Galactic Conquest, that strange little RTS that built on top of the Age of Empires 2 engine. The list goes on and on. So let me know in the comments below. What's your favorite Star Wars game? Did I miss any of the good ones? As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.